You got it on rapid naming?
Yeah.
All right, so what are we doing? Concept 76, day 2. All right, let me set our timer. Okie dokie. We're doing rapid words. They're irregular words, so you are going to read them for 1 minute as many times as you can. The words are do, put, caught, says, from, does. Ready? And go.
Do, put, caught, says,
Says,
from, does, from, says, caught, put, do, from, does, put, do, caught, says, caught, do, put, does, from, caught, do, does, from, put, says, do, put, caught, says, from, does, from, says, caught, put, do, from, does, put, do, caught, says, caught, do, put, does, from, caught, do, does, from, put, does, do, put, caught, says, from, does, from, says, caught, put, do, from, does, put, do, caught, says, caught, do, put, does, from, caught, do.
All right, turn it over. Let's do letters. You got lowercase and uppercase. H, K, B, M, V, X. Ready? Go.
H, K, B, M, V, X, V, X, M, V, K, H, V, X, K, H, B, M, M, V, H, K, X, V, V, H, X, V, K, M, H, K, B, M, V, X, X, V, M, B, K, H, V, X, K, H, V, M, M, B, H, K, X, V, B, H, X, V, K, M, H, K, B, M, V, X, X, V, M, B, K, H, V, X, K, H, V, M, M, B, H, K, X, Z,
V.
V, B, B, H, X, V, K, M.
And stop. All right. Now, for the last part of that section, we're going to do a sort or a matching game. You're going to have 1 minute to match words to the one that you pick up and turn over, okay? So they're going to be final stable syllable words and vowel R, okay? So you pick one and then you try to find the match and do as many as you can in 1 minute. Ready? Go. Pick one. What you got? Read that.
Twirl.
Twirl, okay. So now you want to try to find the spelled I-R. So the vowel R with spelled I-R. So just keep flipping them over until you find a match. Try to do as many as you can. See if you can find a match. Sure? Look at that one again. What's that one? All right, and stop. I thought you were going to be able to get through more, but I guess I have to make it a little bit easier next time. Okay, so what's that word? You have twirl. What does that IR say? Okay, what's that word? Together.
Twister.
No, you don't put it together, baby. This is a separate word. Stir. Good. Okay. All right, let's put these guys to the side. Let's do handwriting. Move it down to handwriting. You're going to help me use this to help me write a grocery list. Okay. So you can help me think of some words, and then we're going to write them on there. Okay. Ready? What is something I could put on a grocery list?
Milk.
Okay, so let's write milk. Just handwriting. It's just handwriting practice. Okay. Okay, what else could we put on the grocery list?
Bread.
Bread, okay. Ooh, that's a hard one. We haven't really learned some of those sounds, but that's okay. I'll help you. We're just practicing the letters. Okay, so we have bread. What else can we put on a grocery list? Or Walmart list, whatever.
Water.
Water, okay. What else would we put on there?
Egg.
Eggs. Okay, what else?
Cereal.
Cereal, ooh, tough word. I'll add another one. Paper, toilet paper, or paper towels. Add that to your list. Okay, what else can we put on there?
Baby food.
What?
Baby food.
Okay, baby food, so let's just do food in general, right? Okay. What else? Let's do, we spent a little too much time on the activity. So let's do two more things that we could put on the list. What else could we get? What do you usually pick up at the grocery store with mom?
Chips.
Chips, okay. And how about fruit? Okay. You got fruit? All right, let's go ahead and erase that. You can put your dry erase marker back. And we don't have a new concept, but we do have a quick review of the new concept. So if you want to move it down to, oh wait, no, sorry, IRD deck first. Move it down to IRD deck. I'll take this guy from you. All right. Ready, Freddie? All right, so yesterday we stopped at consonant clusters. Ready? Make sure you're in a listening, learning position, right? All right, ready? And
Consonant clusters 2 or more adjacent letter that makes one sound. Diagram TH symbol. Diagram CH mother. U. Diagram SH ship. Diagram NGQ and diagram CK chuck. Vowel pair syllables. 2 adjacent vowel. Treat each pair with love and care. Diagram feet, diagram book. Final stable syllables. Coded with a half bracket and absent the syllable before. GLE angle gore. FLE ruffle full. ZLE puzzle zool. TLE bottle tool. PLE purple pool. BLE bubble bowl. DLE candle dull. CKLE pickle cool. CLE popsicle cool. KLE ankle cool. STLE castle soul.
good. Yes, so.
SLE tussle soul. Vowel R syllables.
Have
So
an R after
after
the vowel.
The vowel makes an unexpected sound.
Good.
Combination ER fern Combination IR bird Combination UR turtle Combination AR star R. Combination OR fork or. Combination OR world
Good.
Vowel consonant E syllables.
Ends
Is
in
in one
vowel, one consonant, and a final E. The E is silent, cross it out. The vowel is long, coat it with a macron.
A consonant E cake. I consonant E 5 I. O consonant E, rope, oak.
Good.
U consonant E, cube, U.
Cube. Okay, let's start over.
Vowels are opened in voice. An accent in writing is used to show accent. The mouth opens wider, the voice gets higher or louder. All one-syllable words are accents. A syllable is a word or part of a word made with one opening of the mouth. The syllable has one vowel sound. Special situations are just special, just like you. A watch off, a banana up. Open syllables ends in one vowel. The vowel in an open accented syllable is long, colored with a macron. Long vowels say their name.
Okay, let's go through these and then we'll stop.
Me, go.
Okay, we'll stop there for tomorrow. All right, moving down to spelling deck. Grab your rainbow paper. Okay. Ready? Okay, say the sound after me, letter, and then write it. Ready? First sound.
H,
I.
I dash
Consonant.
consonant E.
Okay. E.
E,
Mm-hmm. A.
A consonant E.
Y.
Y, S,
Mm.
V,
Sh.
S,
G.
G, T,
What else?
comma, E.
A.
A,
Or.
O, R.
Mm.
W,
Mm.
M, P,
A.
O, comma,
Mm.
R,
R.
A, R.
Oof.
C, comma, K, five position, C, K, comma, K, comma, K, E.
Good job. Mm.
C, H.
The one's regular for spelling.
E, R.
ER, comma.
O.
And we'll do one more and stop. What about
N.
all right, move it down. So you put that to the side. Put your little stick in there. Move it down to new concept. Let's just do a quick review of U consonant E. So we learned that U consonant E, or U is long, E is silent. Where do we put the U consonant E card? Or U consonant E, Q, U? Where do we stick that card? What kind of syllable type is that?
Vowel consonant E syllable.
Vowel consonant E. Okay, let's practice one. P, U, K, E. What kind of syllable type is that?
Vowel consonant E.
Okay, how do I code the vowel? You always forget this word. How do I code it when it's long?
Macron.
Yes. And what do I do with E?
Cross it out.
Okay, read that word for me.
Puke.
Puke. If you spin around, you're going to puke. All right. let's move it down to reading practice. Okay. 104, last one in book 1. Ready? Grab your pencil. And first word, code. This is a review list, so there's a little bit of everything on there. Prepare and read.
Act.
Act. Good. Okay, next word, code. Prepare and read.
8.
8. Last word, code. Prepare and read.
Marble.
Good. Row 2, first word, code. Prepare and read.
Pin.
Good. Next word, code. Make sure our video is still going. Read.
Time.
Good. Last word, code. Prepare and read.
I.
Row 3, code every word in row 3.
Forgot to underline.
It's a vowel R, so you need your arc. Okay. What do you need above the O? It's a one-syllable word, so it's accented. You need a circumflex.
How do you use the first
But triangle. Okay, prepare and, oh, wait, sorry, no, go ahead. You have to code the whole row. Prepare and read the whole row.
4. Foot. So.
Okay, row 4, code every word. Good job. Okay, prepare and read the whole row.
Eat. Sample.
Good.
Sheet.
Okay, row 5, you don't have to code if you don't want to. You can just read or prepare and read.
Hot. Hook. Hook.
Good. Okay, let's reread some. Can you reread the words in the middle column for me?
8. Pine. Foot. Sample. Hot. Hoop.
Good. All right. Let's look in column 1. So you're looking up and down in column 1. Can you circle all the nouns in column 1? There's 3 that I see. But one could also be something else. So which ones did you circle?
Pin. Fork. Feet.
Pin, fork, feet. That's what I had. Now pin could also be a what? It could be a pin on your shirt, but can you pin something on someone? Or like pin the tail on the donkey? So really that could be a noun or a verb. All right. Let's look in, let's look in row 4. Circle the word in row 4 that is a final stable syllable. And read it to me.
Sample.
Sample. Good job. Okay. Let's look at the word hook. Find the word hook and circle it for me. Okay. That word can mean a lot of things. Can you think of some things that hook can mean? What does the word hook mean? Or how do we use it?
Usually with fishing rod.
Okay, so fishing hook. What else? Who else might have a hook? Back in the day in stories. Pirates have hooks. Okay, what's another thing? What about when you read a story? When something catches your attention, that's the what? The hook. Like in a story, you can hook. Someone can hook you in by writing something in the story, or even could you hook things together? Yeah, you can hook links together. You can hook someone, like get their attention. You could do it, or you could read it in a story, or a song could hook you. Good. Okay, let's do one more. Ready? Go to circle all the, actually, this is, you're looking at the whole reading practice, okay? I want you to circle all the open syllables. All the open syllables. Okay, and read them to me.
I. So. She.
Good job. Okay, let's go through our regular word deck.
Leader. Nose. Work. Yard. shorter, rougher, north,
That's that vowel consonant E.
fuse,
Fuse, good job.
couple, humble, shell, circle, pickle, longest, pride, braid, fort, curl, spark, worst, puzzle, duck,
Duke,
ruffle, hammer, stern,
good. Oh, forgot one, your favorite.
yak.
Yak. All right, good job. Move it down to spelling practice. You can put your reading practice to the side. All right, we are introducing a spelling pattern. Okay. So, grab my spell book. All right, pencil back in your caddy. You don't need it right now. Okay. To get ready for your spelling practice, though, can you go ahead and turn to page 50 in your spelling notebook real quick, so that way it's ready to go. All right, you can just open that and stick it to the side. All right, so we are learning a spelling sound for a certain letter. So I'm going to say some words. I want you to repeat each word after me and listen for the sound that you hear that's the same. Ready? You okay? All right, repeat these words after me. Drove,
Drove,
hive,
hive,
thrive.
thrive,
What sound did you hear in all the words? And if you need me to repeat them, tell me. Okay. Where do you hear that sound? In what position?
final,
In the final position. Okay. So let's make a prediction about how this sound might be spelled. So the other day we talked about what a prediction is. What's a prediction?
I guess,
A guess, an educated guess. Yeah. So think about what you know about the language and the things we've learned. How do you think this sound might be spelled? How do you think the sound might be spelled?
V,
V, okay, spell it with a V. Anything else that might come to mind? No, okay. So I want you to watch carefully as I write these words on the board. D-R-O-V-E, drove, H-I-V-E, hive, and T-H-R-I-V-E, thrive. Okay. What letter or letters are the same?
V,
V-E, what position do you see those letters?
in the final,
In the final position. What does the pattern seem to be in all these words? Where is V-E coming in all these words? Where do you hear that sound?
in the final,
We hear it at the end, right? It's in the final position. What else do you notice about them? Look at the vowels. Are the vowels long or short?
long,
Long, okay? So not only could this be a vowel consonant E syllable, but another interesting fact is no English words end in just V. If there's a final sound, it's going to be spelled V-E, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and turn, you got it already on page 50, okay? So when we hear the sound in the final position, how do you think we spell it? Or how do you think you might spell it if you run into a word that you're trying to spell and you hear at the end? How would you spell that?
V-E,
V-E, okay, good job. So go ahead and highlight that second sentence for me. And let's practice spelling some words with that final. Okay, can you read that to me?
the sound in the final position is spelled V-E other than 5.
Very good. Okay, ready? Let's spell some words on there. First word, let's do SOS. I say the word, you say the word, we sound it out, we spell it, you write it, then we check it. Okay? First word is carve.
R,
Okay, let's sound it out.
R,
Okay, how do you think we spell it?
C, A, R, V, E.
Okay, go ahead and write carve. Okay. Can you help me spell that word? Point to each letter and tell me how to spell carve.
C-A-R-V-E.
Okay, why V-E at the end? Are any English words just spelled with V at the end? No, but also you notice here your vowel was long. That's a vowel R syllable. Okay, and it's still spelled V-E at the end because it's a final V. So anytime you hear a final V, it's always going to be spelled V-E. Okay? All right, next word. Save.
Save.
Okay, sound it out.
A-E.
Okay, spell it.
S-A-V-E.
Write it. Make sure our video's going. I think we're good. All right. Now, I want you to give me the sounds and help me spell it.
A-E.
All right. Okay, good job. Does your word look like my word?
Yes.
Good job. All right, next word. Ready? Give.
Give.
Sound it out.
A-E.
Spell it.
G-I-V-E.
Good. Okay, write it. Okay. Check your word with mine. G-I-V. Does your word look like my word? No. Why? It doesn't have an E, but it ends in a final V. There's a V, right? What would this sound like if we sounded it out? Does it still say d, e, Yes, but what do we say? No English words end in V, so what do I need? D-E. Good. Now does your word look like my word?
Yes.
Yes, good job. Okay, let's do one more. Ready? What about nerve?
Nerve.
Okay.
N-E-R-V.
Okay, spell it.
N-E-R-V-E.
Okay, write nerve. Okay. Help me spell that word.
N-E-R-V-E.
What word did you write?
Nerve.
Nerve. And actually, we have time for the last one. Ready? How about crave?
Crave.
Sound it out.
R-A-V.
Spell it.
C-K.
C. You were right.
C-K.
Not CK though. CK is in final position, right? Okay. C. Crave. You said k, r, a. So if we know k is spelled with C, what's next?
R.
R.
A-V.
Very good, right? Crave. Okay. Sound it out. Help me spell it.
R-A-V.
All right. Good job. Does your word look like my word?
Yes.
Yes. All right. You can go ahead and close up your notebook. Put that to the side. Move our lesson plan strip to extended reading and writing. We have multisensory grammar. We have some pattern cards that we're doing today. Okay, move down. Got it? All right. So we have pattern card 3 and pattern card 4. We're going to try to get through both. I think we can do it. All right. So let's do a couple of practice ones. Let's look at the pattern first on pattern card 3. Okay. What's the pattern?
Red, yellow, orange.
Okay. Tell me what each one is. So what's the pattern? Oh, one thing we forgot to do for spelling. So tomorrow, when you hear the sound during spelling, what would we write?
V, comma, V-E.
Not comma, but the final position, V-E. Good. All right. So what's your pattern? Tell me each part of speech.
Noun marker, noun, verb, noun.
Okay, let's talk a little bit louder since PE is going on out there. Okay. so they can hear us. Okay, so we are going to try to come up with 3 sentences that match that pattern. So we have noun marker, noun, verb, noun. I'm going to give you an example, and then I want you to try to think of 3 on your own and write them. Okay? So the first example I'm giving you is the children eat lunch. Okay? What's the noun marker in the children eat lunch?
The
What's the noun or
children
the subject noun? Children. What's the verb?
eat
Eat. And what's the completer noun?
lunch.
Lunch. Okay. Now I want you to come up with a sentence that matches that pattern. Take your time. Think about it if you need to. Tell me the sentence first before you write it. What's your sentence? Remember your example was the children eat lunch. I'm gonna go turn that on. I'll let you think. I'm gonna turn off the air conditioning so that they can hear us. Can you think of something?
The rabbit eats lettuce.
The rabbit eats lettuce. Okay, can you try to write that sentence for me? If you need help with any of the words, tell me.
Oh, so two sentences or
Mhm.
I cannot.
Now you might need a little help with the lettuce. All right, can you think of another sentence that matches that pattern? So we have the rabbit eats lettuce. Think about like maybe something that you guys might do in your classroom, or think of a noun in your classroom and try to kind of build a sentence off of that.
The cook
Okay, so your noun is cook. All right, so the cook, what could the cook do?
cooks dinner.
Why don't we use a different verb other than cooks? Okay,
Makes
makes dinner. Okay, the cook makes dinner. Oops, we got 2 O's. Okay, let's come up with one more. So we have the rabbit eats lettuce, the cook makes dinner. When I give you a noun, baby. Okay, so I'm giving you the noun baby. So I want you to come up with the rest of it.
the baby eats food.
Okay, the baby eats food. Good. Baby eats food. Good job. Okay, let's go to pattern card 4. Okay, it's a little bit longer. What's your pattern now? Tell me which part of speech it is.
Noun marker. Noun verb. Noun marker. Noun.
Okay, good. So here's an example sentence, and then I want you to try to come up with 3 if we have enough time, which we should. So these are a little bit longer, a little bit harder, okay? So my first example is the catcher wears a mask. Okay, now I want you to come up with something that matches that pattern. So the example is the catcher wears a mask. And sometimes it seems easier if you choose your noun markers, because then you can kind of plan around it. That, to me anyway, seems a little bit easier. And that's what I've noticed with some of the other kids. It seems easier when you choose your noun markers and then kind of try to find a noun and a verb and a completer noun that kind of goes well with it. Or even like just choose your subject and then move on to your predicate.
The student breaks a pencil.
Very good. The student breaks a pencil. Good job. The student breaks a pencil. It's a great sentence. Good. Okay. Let's try to come up with another one. I'll give you another example if you want. Okay. The children ate the cake. Let's try switching up the noun marker. Let's say up in the beginning. Do you need some help? Okay. How about I give you the noun marker, the subject. I'll give you the subject, a car. What does a car do?
Drive.
Okay, so let's go with that verb. A car drives
A person.
a person. Very good. Or really, we probably need to switch that up a little bit because that sounds a little funny. I know what
A
you
person
mean.
drives a car.
Yes, so let's swap it. A person but what we could have said, so a person drives a car. We flopped it. That sounds a lot better. But we could have also said
Drove.
a car drove, or we could have said the car transports a person because it kind of moves them from place to place, right? Okay, let's try to come up with one more. What if I give you the noun planets? You try to come up with the rest of it. What do planets do?
They orbit.
Orbit, okay. Could orbit be our verb? Because that's something that the planets do. It's an action, right? What do they orbit?
The sun.
The sun. Now put that sentence. What's that sentence? So what's your sentence? Read it to me when you're finished.
A planet orbits the sun.
A planet orbits the sun. Good job. Very good. Okay. All right. We have a little bit of time, so let's try to come up with one more. Okay, I'll give you a noun again. Caterpillar. But I want you to use caterpillar at the end as your completer noun.
The frog caught the caterpillar.
Very good. The frog caught the caterpillar. It's a great sentence. Need help with caught? I will be learning that at some point soon. The frog caught a caterpillar. That's a long one, I know. Good job. Okay, put that over by your reading practice. We'll put everything in your binder when we're done. All right, move it down to oral language. Great job. All right, so I think yesterday we stopped at describing. So remember our describing hierarchy. First we're naming, now we're telling the categories, then some attributes, functions, what the purpose is. All right. Let's see how much we can get through in 3 minutes. Okay, so we stopped at pumpkin yesterday, and we already did some of the categories, so we put in some categories. What do we say some of the functions were of the pumpkin?
Carving.
Okay, so we carve it. What other functions?
Decoration.
Decorations, yes. What is it? We could cook it? Sure. What do we do? What do we say we do when we get ready to carve it? We have to do what with it first? Take out the seed, so we have to clean it. What do we make with it?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Okay, so we could bake a pie. What do we turn it into for decoration? A jack-o'-lantern, right? Okay, tell me the color of the pumpkin.
Orange.
Orange. This pumpkin is orange, or all the pumpkins orange. You walk into HEB. Have you seen other colors of pumpkins? What other colors have you seen?
White.
White. I have a white pumpkin in front of my house. What other colors? Have you seen some green ones? Yeah, there's green ones. Really, they're gourds. Gourds is a synonym for pumpkin. It's another word for pumpkin. What about some of the ones that are multicolored? What colors could they be? Have you seen the green and orange ones? I've seen those. They could be green and orange. They could be orange, white, green, just green. Good. All right. Tell me how it feels when you touch it.
Smooth.
Smooth.
Something bumpy.
Could be bumpy. Some of the gourds have looks like pimples on them, and so they can be a little bit bumpy. Good. What else? How else does it feel?
Heavy.
Heavy. Okay. It feels heavy. Are some of them dirty when they're picked? Yeah. So they might feel kind of dirty and gritty. Okay. Can you compare the color, the size, and the feel of these two? What's this?
An apple.
An apple. Okay. Compare the colors.
Orange.
One is orange and one is red. Okay. Think about the other colors. Could they be the same color? Are there orange apples? Are there green apples? Yes. Okay. Can you compare the size of them?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the size difference?
The pumpkin is bigger than the apple.
Pumpkins are bigger than apples, but so the apple is smaller than the pumpkin, but do they make pumpkins little like apples?
Yeah.
Yeah, real ones. They do. So some could be the same size, some could be a lot bigger. Okay. What about some of the functions? Can you compare some of the functions? Tell me some things that are the same about them as far as how we use them.
They all have stems.
Okay, they both have stems. Give me a couple more things. What can we do with both of them?
You can eat them.
You can eat both of them. Give me one more. What do they both have inside?
Seeds.
Seeds. Good job. Okay, we'll keep doing that tomorrow. All right, move down to read aloud, and that's it. That's it, girlfriend. It's Halloween. This is my favorite Halloween book. It's a rhyming book. Okay. So let me set my timer. And I don't want you to be late. Okay. So we're gonna read Room on the Broom. Ready? It's the cutest book ever. The witch had a cat and a hat that was black, and long ginger hair and a braid down her back. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on the broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off her hat. Down, cried the witch as they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely and eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I'm a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from the braid, just like that. Then out from a tree with an ear-splitting shriek there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low. Down, oops, got one part. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree with an ear-splitting shriek there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied the braid to her bow, I'm a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me? Yes, cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The birds shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, I'm a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me? Yes, said the witch, so the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy, and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. I'm a dragon as mean as can be, and witch with french fries tastes delicious to me. No, cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Help, cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a glint in his eyes and said, just this once I'll have witch without fries. But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, Buzz off, that's my witch. The dragon drew back and he started to shake. I'm sorry, he spluttered. I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly. And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat and phew, said the dog. And thank you, oh thank you, the grateful witch cried. Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside. Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, find something, everyone, throw something in. So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom. Then out rose a truly magnificent broom. With seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a pool for the frog. Yes, cried the witch, and they clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. The end. Is that not a cute book or what? So cute. Good job. Last video, book 1.